Hey everybody, Jesus Christ! Hey everybody, welcome back to Pixel Junkies.
New year off with a bang.
Oh man, there's a guy there. You're getting shot.
Oh, where are they?
We're back playing this.
We're back. Happy New Year.
Happy
2020. There we go. Karen's got a makeover for the new year.
Sweet. She's getting ready to fight in World War III, right?
Yeah. That's she getting all.
She's all tactical.
All tactical hobo, what we call it.
Oh man, tactical. Ooh, yeah. So chic. Tactical hobo. All the rage, yeah.
Yeah, they just finished the Silent Night event, which was a bunch of this stuff. So I figured I'd dress her up. We got some tactical. We got a cool gas mask. We're ready for World War III when Chernobyl goes off again.
Anything can be tactical as long as it's black. If it's not black or camo, it's not tactical.
Yeah.
And even then, tactical's kind of pushing the limits or black camo is pushing the limits of what I would consider tactical.
Oh yeah.
Nobody who wears camo is tactical. So the military, they're not tactical. Now you're talking about some fat fuck.
What about olive drab?
Olive drab. It's really
black.
not tactical though.
It's gotta be black.
It's gotta be black. So like, if you're somebody at a gun range and you have an all black gun, that's tactical. If there's a soldier next to you in his military fatigues and he's camo, that's not tactical. You're in the right. You're definitely better than that soldier. And that's why you deserve that AR-15.
And what better place to be tactical than the Air and Space Museum?
Oh, sweet.
So we're on to mission number 5 now. Ooh. In January.
That just poured out lemonade or something. Oh, there's a light coming. I thought when you shot out the box, the light from the beacon or whatever lit up. I'm like, Jesus, lemonade's coming out of there.
Yeah, that's what we get.
And we're pissed.
From big orange shipping crate things.
Fuck! He got all of our Sunny D! The guy's getting the shit shot out of him by his own backpack.
Yeah, well, I shot his ammo thing, and of course, you know, that
chain reactor or whatever.
Do stuff. Yep. So did you have a good Christmas?
I did. I had a really good Christmas. I got new speakers for my computer.
Oh, sweet.
I got a new desk chair so I don't fucking... I don't know, because like...
out of your chair?
What?
Were you flying out of your chair or something?
No, I wasn't, but my chair was broken, so every time I would lean back... You could probably hear it when we were playing like GTA and stuff.
It was a bit squeaky. Mine was a bit squeaky too, and then it exploded. So I had to get a new one.
Yeah, so I got a new chair. The other one lasted me for about 3 years, which isn't bad for a computer chair that I sit in literally every day for multiple hours. So
I've had this for like 2 years now, and some of the finish is starting to wear off the leather. Which is
really been 2 years?
Not a bad, yeah.
I remember when I can't even remember what it was, but do you remember making that joke? Jesus, that guy's... Hang on, buddy, hang in there.
Well, he's got the super strong haps on his back pocket there holding them on. Do
you remember, we were having this... I think it was when we were watching a movie, we were talking about, trying to go somewhere, and you were like, I think it was Rory, and he was like, I want to go somewhere. We're like, we can't drive, and we're not leaving. And he's like, well, there's got to be a way. And you were like, let's stick we could stick you on like tie to the desk chair I got outside and then push you up the highway.
I don't even know what that was. Was that a podcast or something?
I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
It was great content.
We might have even just been driving around. Yeah, remember that thing we talked about, who knows, a number of years ago about a thing we don't even remember?
It's fine.
Starting the new year off with all that confidence and positivity.
Yeah.
It was great.
I could have been at home shitting in my own toilet instead of here.
Shitting on my couch.
Yeah. Aaron showed me some new dice he got for Christmas, and I immediately fired one under the couch.
Well, yeah, see, what happened was I showed him my dice, and I also got a mini for Christmas. That,
it looks really good. You should post a picture of it if you can.
And I could do. That Mom commissioned for me and kind of startled the shit out of me Christmas morning because I didn't realize I had told her about that at all. But anyway, so I went downstairs to get the mini, and when I came back up, I just see Adam on all fours looking for the fucking dice.
I had it in my hand for about 2 minutes.
I was like, okay.
Right under the couch.
He's like opening the box, come back in, they're on the floor under the couch. Like, all right. Oh man, Adam, what's that?
Oh, the.
Oh man, it's even got Bert written on the side of it.
Oh, does it? Yeah. That's funny. What's that? What is that written in blue on the side of that big plane?
Air Force gone.
Oh, clever. Do you think the guy who got up there and he just And then he stands back and looks at his work, and he's like, fucking nice. That's a real good job I've done. Gonna go home and have...
You asked us to set the scaffolding up for this? Jesus Christ.
It's spelt wrong, and it's dripping down the thing. Jesus Christ. What are we in Australia?
Oh, man. Oh, topical.
Oh, Australian joke. So hot right now.
Oh, man, really, though. 2 jokes. You got 2 for...
Yeah.
There's gonna be nothing of that place left, man.
No. So I was, the amount of... So this will be... Jesus Christ!
World War III already happened there.
Yeah.
Where's that person's gun land?
People are saying it's 2020 and already... It's 2020 and already America's starting a war with Iran and Australia's turning into Mad Max.
Yeah. Australia's gone and World War III's coming.
Fuck.
Welcome to 2020.
But somebody was saying that this is only going to be really relevant for like Canadians or anybody who wants to look it up. But an area... This was a couple of days ago. This could have increased. But the amount of area that had been burned in Australia is about equivalent to the total area in the province of Nova Scotia. So imagine if all of Nova Scotia was just burnt away. Oh, they took the gun... The Galway... The monsters! They ripped it out of there!
The Gal is gone.
Fuck!
Well, maybe the Gal 8 will turn up later on.
Oh, sweet.
And turn that guy's head into fucking mush.
Remember playing...
Man,
the James Bond series when we were on that big hovercraft? Oh, it is Sebulba.
Or Gasgano or whoever.
Sebulba!
Remember what?
Remember playing the James Bond series and that mission on the fucking hovercraft, and we got on the big gun that was... It was like an aircraft, like defense gun or whatever that shoots missiles and torpedoes and stuff out of the sky.
Yeah.
And we were shooting it at this plane, and we shot it like 1,000,000 times with this gun, and this plane still didn't blow up. And I remember getting to the conclusion, like, I'm pretty sure these guns fire bolts the size of beer balls, so I don't know why this plane's still intact.
Yeah, also there was a pretty sizable debate about what the hell that plane was, because it was on the water and had really stubby wings.
Hang on, are they saying that that's Mars?
What?
Mars?
Well, no, I think they're talking about the comparison of Earth and Mars.
Oh.
There's a whole thing going on here, man.
Are you hearing the...
This is actually one of the coolest rooms in the game. There's like music and a narrator and shit.
Is it Neil deGrasse Tyson ruining stuff? Like, here we see that Mars is at least 500 million light years away, or whatever the fuck it is. Also, there's no way that a lightsaber would be able to produce enough energy to keep the blade stable, so they can't exist. Yeah, thanks, Neil, thanks!
I also like that he was like, BB-8 wouldn't be able to roll on sand. I'm like, they actually shot that, Neil.
Yeah.
That actually happened. They're like, oh, I'll shut up, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some of the scenes were like CG and whatever. Oh man, we're going hyperspace.
Whoa!
Because that's the noise it
We're
makes.
on the planet!
Lando, that you or Bill Cosby?
They were, so I went to go see Frozen the other night. Or Frozen 2, I should say. Not as good as the first one.
They should call it Tuzin.
And before the movie, Tanner Z, who's the Cineplex, like, pre-show host or whatever, was interviewing, who was he interviewing? The guy who does C-3PO's voice and Billy D. Williams.
Anthony Daniels.
And fucking Billy D. Williams looks so fucking tired and done. It was fucking shameful. But also, Tanner Z used to ask good interview questions. He used to be like, so, like, how do you prepare for this role? And now he's like, what sort of vines do you think Lando would like? What's C-3PO's favorite meme? And it's like, fuck off, Tanner. Well, I know you're asking these questions because that's what the producers are getting you to do. But it's not actually your fault. And
oh, man, not the Challenger again.
Fuck! Again. You see Big Bird's flaming carcass, like, shoot out of there.
That's obscure, isn't it?
Yeah. If you don't know, Big Bird was
obscure.
supposed to be on the Challenger explosion.
He was supposed to be on the explosion. Like, you want to get on the explosion? Big Bird, like,
I don't think so. I'm going to stay here with my friends on Sesame Street. I don't really have a good Big Bird.
Yeah.
Is that a P-54 above you? It is a P-54.
Missing a wing.
Missing a wing, though. That might be my favorite fighter jet ever made.
This one? Yeah, nice.
No, not that. That's the. I'm pretty sure that's the shit that that crashed in the. What's that movie called? Like, what's the movie in Alaska where they crash an airplane?
I don't know.
Anyway. No, the P-51 Mustang. They're great.
Sweet.
They completely... Look at that. The fucking things come right off of that. That's never getting to space now.
We got that down there where the Sandra Bullock
Stop
thing.
shooting it!
What? There's always... I don't know what any of this stuff is. We got a money rocket. You can put money in there.
Yeah, put money in there and we can get to the moon or whatever. It's like, we've already been there. Fuck it.
Help us get to the moon.
And by 2029, we'll be the first people on the moon. They get up there. It's like, hang on, there's an American flag already on this. I don't understand.
Wait a minute. We could have landed on any other part and not found us.
They land the same spot by acting like right in the same spot. There's a bunch of footprints on the ground. What's going on?
I can't go down. What's going on? It's like, oh, there's a flagpole under us.
They land on the flagpole. They just hear...
What the hell is that? Well, it's the fucking flag. Well, I guess we were here. That's that solved.
Somebody was saying that in order to get the Americans to reinstitute their, like, to put money, start putting money back in their fucking space program, China should, somebody should co-opt the Chinese lunar rover to go over and knock the American flagpole down, just so they can, just so they'll send a mission up to set it, to put it back up.
You just get like a Twitter video from China, like, "Hey America, tink," and they follow.
And then America's just like,
"God damn it!"
And then just fucking like 5 years later, these massive rocket. We go to the moon not because it is easy, but because China's a dick.
You see one guy get out the rocket and like pick it up and like stick it back in and get.
All right, we're going home.
All right, let's go.
Do you want to get any moon rocks? No, I want to go home.
Enough of this. How much money we spend to get here? Fuck this.
He doesn't even have a spacer. He's like, okay, now when you get out of the lander, you're gonna want to hold your breath.
Yeah, you can survive a couple minutes in the vacuum. Just hold your breath.
They got one of those, instead of getting a trained astronaut, they got one of those like deep sea divers that are like deep sea snorkelers that can hold their breath for like 6 minutes or whatever. Have you ever seen videos where that like that?
Yeah.
Like people's like, I can hold my breath for 7 minutes. Like, wow, what a unremarkable skill.
Yeah, I've seen some. I don't know.
I think we don't have air tanks for this.
I don't know what the world record. I think it's like 10 hours or something.
10 hours.
I don't know. There's some. It's some ludicrous record. Maybe it's only like 2 hours. But I was reading it and I was like, the body normally starts shutting down after an hour without oxygen because that's just how the brain works.
Yeah.
And Buddy's over there in the pool holding his breath for 2 hours.
Do you think the other organs are like the dude sitting in the control center of the brain, like the little anthropomorphized like controller dude in the brain? All of a sudden, he like the red phones on the wall start ringing. It's like, hello, this is the brain, and the liver's like, what the fuck's going on up there?
Where's the oxygen? Fuck.
It's like, yeah, we're holding our breath. I thought it would be a good idea to hold our breath for 2 hours. And we're like, 2 hours? You know how much alcohol I gotta fucking filter out of this fuck's body? Get me oxygen now!
He's drunk when he does it. Like an idiot. Oh man, we got all these rockets. Oh, there you go. There's Sebulba.
Oh yeah. Imagine Sebulba's like, with this, well, he'll say it like this, you could do buddy, or whatever. But he's saying, with this, I'll defeat Skywalker for sure. And then it just like immediately like detonates.
Yeah, there's a little seat on top of it. Looks like something out of Kerbal with all those, these little rockets on it.
22 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh, is that how long it is?
Yeah. That's still an absurd amount of time considering that most people are like, after about 3 minutes, you'll start to drown. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, that guy's over there like sitting in the bottom of the pool. Imagine the pranks that he could pull. And by pranks, I mean just one.
It just pretend to be dead. Like, fuck off! Every time I gotta check because I'm not sure, and maybe this is the time that it happens, but no, fucking.
His wife comes out and looks and sees him lying face down in the bottom of the pool. It's like, I just put my makeup on! I swear to fuck if you're not dead! She's smacking the water. Hauls him out of the water. And you reek of beer! Stop doing this while you're drunk!
Oh shit.
Speaking of beer, that dude's like, you want to try some?
It's a fucking beer cannon.
Yeah. Come from a wet t-shirt contest or
I'll
something.
just foam. Fucking unlock.
He's like, all right, we're ready for the wet t-shirt contest. Are you ready, ladies? They're like, yeah. And they're like, all these like big chested women are there in their white t-shirts, and he comes over and sprays them with like fucking Fucking expanding foam.
His face foam out of like welds in place.
It's like, oh, by the way, ladies, that's exceedingly toxic on your skin. It's gonna cause you. It's gonna feel like it's burning.
That's some like next level roofies, man. You don't need to knock them out. Just freaking weld them in place.
Yes, I know what I'll be for a supervillain. I'll make a gun that shoots expanding foam. I'll root women to place and then rape them, I guess. All the other supervillains are looking at him like, Jesus, Dan, this is why we don't invite you to shit. You gotta stop. You're so fucking weird.
Why did the good guys and the bad guys run in the same door and now they're just shooting at each other?
Did they really?
Yeah, it looked like. Unless they were standing by the door or something.
Like they're like, are you guys ready to see the museum? Yeah, we are. And then they come in and they're like, hang on, you're actually a Nazi. Get him.
Oh, we got a named buddy.
I'd say Lieutenant, the F word, but the other one. Oh, Lieutenant Kelly. I thought it was a Lieutenant.
I don't know where you got that from.
I don't know where I got it either.
You got to thinking about Hitler.
Yeah.
Y'all in love with Hitler got you thinking of those words. Okay, he died before I thought I killed him. There you go.
Some heart attacks will do that for you.
Yeah. That's what happened. Man, that's cool playing.
You imagine if that's how Palpatine died in the movie? It wasn't Rey, or Kylo, or Luke, or Yoda when he comes back. It wasn't any of them who killed her. But it was, Palpatine having a heart attack. He's like, soon, Rey, you will see that I am the... And you just hear...
I like the part when Palpatine is like, if you kill me, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. And then she kills him and nothing happens. Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah. Palpatine is like, Rey, you've decided to join me, and he holds the lightsaber up to his face like, fuck, what did Obi-Wan say? If you strike me down, I'll become more, powerful than you'll ever imagine. Like, that sounds like you're lying. No. Definitely don't do it.
You have to strike me down with a lightsaber in order for that to happen. I don't know why I'm British now.
How great would that be if he has this whole convoluted plan to make a fleet of planet-destroying Star Destroyers, and he has them all lined up, and he built an entire military order to hide his real activities on Exegol, and he's been manipulating all of of Luke's new Jedi Order and the First Order, and he created the Snoke clones and all that, and all of that was to get Rey to come to him, and he didn't foresee the possibility of Rey just showing up and immediately killing him. Like, Rey, you've joined me. No, wait!
If you kill me, throw me into a hole again, and make sure that's the only way. And then that way I will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Like the idea that when he's falling, like in episode 6 when he's falling down the hole, he's like, ah! But he gets caught and saved right away by one of his friends, and he's like, shh, look, I'm gonna make him think that I'm dead. And then he like lights off a firework, and that causes that explosion to happen. He's like, what a bunch of fucking assholes. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to Exegol.
And Maz was down there trying to catch Luke's lightsaber again. Yeah. And said Palpatine fell down and she caught him.
Yeah. Instead of killing him, I'll just, set him up or whatever.
Yeah, I'll give him some money, put him on his own little planet that's impossible to get to.
Oh, that little fucking safe, the stair lift thing.
The turbo lift.
Yeah.
I don't want to call them turbo lifts when they're just like regular walkways that are inconvenient to use.
I do like the idea that Palpatine's little armchair thing that he was on was super loud and inconvenient. He's like, I've come to see you, Palpatine. And you just hear from the darkness. So you have come to see me at last, and he's like, yes. And he's like, let me show you.
That's so fucking stupid.
Let me show you my plan.
You can just show me right here, man.
No, I must show you in person.
It's like, oh, my cloak has been caught in the chain again.
You see him flicking the controls, just like, fuck. Can someone help me? Little Ugnaught comes over, it's like, starts squeaking with the controls, and you just hear.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's like, yeah, you got a capacitor burnt out, buddy. I mean, I can order one in, but it's gonna take us at least a week to get the Exegol from here, and get anything to Exegol.
A week? It's like, well, we gotta go through like a fucking nebula or some shit, man. Like, you could just have this on a regular planet. Jesus Christ.
He gets super fucking mad. He's like, yes, I'll have one large pepperoni pizza, please, to be delivered immediately. I'm on Exegol. Well, in order to get here, it's very complicated. You need a Sith Waystone finder.
I can't really tell you, but you need a crystal in order to get here.
There's one on Mustafar. Yes, that's the one with the volcano. And the bit that doesn't have volcanoes on it, there's a forest. Go there, kill all the natives, pick it up, put it in your ship. I hope you're Force sensitive, because you'll really need it to get through the nebula. Then you got to fly through the nebula, and it's real difficult, and then land on the planet, on the only building. It's large and it floats, and there's lightning and shit. Don't hit that. And then go to the center. There's a big fucking elevator surrounded by statues of myself. Yes, really. You better be writing this down. I don't want a cold pizza. And then you gotta lower yourself down until you get to me. And once you get down, I'll come over to you. And the guy's there waiting for the pizza, and he's just coming out of the darkness.
It's like, if you're not here in a half an hour, do I still get the discount?
You hear, hello? Domino's? Hello? Fuck, they hung up. All of his little Sith dudes, like Palpatine, man, we're running out of food. And he's like, well, you go to the grocery store. It's like, I can't go to the grocery store. Every time we send people out, they get explode in the nebula.
I don't know how to get back.
You see Kylo Ren heads towards the nebula, and there's like a pile of ships outside. I was like, oh, thank fuck you're here. Do you know how to get through? I left for groceries 5 years ago.
Just ships flying around the mouth of it.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid of going back in. I just got out like a year ago.
You see one guy's like, come on, it can't be that hard. He flies in, and then you see him fly in, he disappears out of sight, and then you see it's like, yeah, we're not going, no, we're not going in there.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's how great would it be if Palpatine's little armchair thing just started malfunctioning, so when he was talking, it started like listing to the left. You see him like go off of rain, he's like, Palpatine, where are you taking me? He's like, oh, over here to the left to show you my my wall.
Yeah.
See him smush up against the wall and start scraping.
God damn it. It's doing it again.
Help!
I wanted it to do this. I'm controlling it with the Force.
Do you think as he was getting shocked to death, he was pressing the little, like, panic alarm he has on his wrist, like they have in old folks center? It's like, help! Nurse! Help!
You get a Sith alert thing. Oh, man. I don't know. I thought that movie was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
It wasn't, like, the greatest thing.
I do want to watch it again, just to get my...
There was a lot.
There was a lot.
We're going.
Couple of major plot holes in that, but I mean, like, there's a lot of Star Wars plot holes.
Well,
Something I didn't consider until somebody pointed it out to me. The only reason why the Jedi were wiped out is because Obi-Wan is an idiot. So Obi-Wan in Episode 2 learns from Jango Fett that a man called Tyrannus hired him to be the template for the clone army. And then he finds out later in the film that Count Dooku, the head of the Separatist movement, is Tyrannus, and that Tyrannus is actually Darth Tyrannus, and he's a Sith Lord. Thus meaning that the entire clone army used for the that was built for to be wielded by the Jedi has actually been a secret army created by the Sith. And at no point does he tell that to anybody. Because at that, they was like, yeah, all these guys are actually created by the Sith. Do we want to look into this a little bit?
Yeah, I guess they probably should have looked into it, but I mean, how would Obi-Wan have known? Maybe using the Force or some shit.
What do you mean?
How would Obi-Wan have known that, like, Palpatine could just make a radio call and turn all of them?
Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough, but They actually kind of look at that in the Clone Wars. There was an episode where one of the clones got a...
I'm actually a bad guy. Anyway, we'll figure that out next time.
One of the clones actually... the chip that... Because every clone had a chip implanted in their brain that made them, like, when they heard the term Order 66, it would cause them to... immediately kill the nearest Jedi, and one of their chips activated early, and so they shot a Jedi just in the middle of a battle, so I thought that was a little bit interesting. In the original canon, the way that Order 66 was, it wasn't like the clones are, genetically predisposed, they got like a chip in them or something. It was just a contingency order. Order 66 is, in case the Jedi turn rogue and attack the Republic, all clone troopers are then to immediately attack, kill, or arrest their Jedi officers. And I think Order 65 was, in the event that the Chancellor goes rogue and attacks the public, the clone troopers are immediately to assist any Jedi Masters in arresting the Chancellor. So that was Order 65, and Order 66 was if the Jedi go rogue.
Well, why didn't it just say that on the radio after? Like, he's like, Order 66. And then Obi-Wan's like, no, Order 65. Ha, I gotcha.
I guess because he was falling into a pit because they just shot his lizard thing. I don't know which one I like more. I like the chip thing because it makes the clone trooper seem like less evil. But I like the other one because it seems a bit more realistic. Like, yeah, like an army would probably just like, oh, contingency order, yeah, sure, fine. Because they technically serve not the Jedi, but the Republic. Because, anyway.
I assumed it was something programmed because I feel like there would have been pockets of troopers that didn't, not all of them.
Yeah. And in the original canon, that's what happens. A lot more Jedi in the original canon survived because a lot of clone troopers just like Order 66, oh yeah, he's dead, bang bang, oh no, our Jedi Masters, how could they betray us? And they turn off the radio and it's like, yeah, you better go, and they just help their Jedi Masters escape. Now a lot didn't, but more survived, whereas in Order 66 in the new canon was a bit more complete.
That would have been an interesting plot for Fallen Order.
Yeah,
kind of like a.
No spoilers. I haven't played it yet.
No, but I mean, you see in the trailer, that like the game is about a Jedi hiding. The Jedi in hiding. It would have been cool to do. I guess it might have needed to have been closer, like during the Clone Wars, rather than between 3 and 4. But it would have kind of been interesting to have like a battalion of clone troopers, like trying to escort a Jedi to safety.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like, that'd have been interesting.
Well,
you should really play Fallen Order, though, because it's really good.
I'm trying. The problem is I have it on disc, and my PlayStation has a nasty habit of spitting out discs.
Is it broken again?
It is. I don't... so I'm bringing it to a guy that I know who's going to try and... he says, I know exactly what the problem is, and I can fix it for you in like 10 minutes, but I have to wait till Saturday, so I'm going to bring it in tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you should play it, fix it up when you can, as soon as possible. This is a cool game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've also been playing the Outer Wilds. That's another great game. Or, sorry, Outer Worlds. Yeah.
I was going to say Outer Wilds. I haven't played that yet.
It's good. The problem with the Outer Wilds is that it's, and I do mean Outer Wilds, is that it's a little bit like, it's very choose your own adventure, and you get to explore a lot of really cool stuff, but eventually, like, I just felt like I ran out of stuff to do. Like, I know there's an overarching storyline, but then like something you get the main idea of the game, and you kind of realize that like the main mechanic of the game and the main central theme of the game kind of make it so that eventually like you just put it up. So I kind of ran out of stuff.
Is that the space one?
Yeah, you would actually probably like it a lot.
Where you like visit random planets and random shit happens.
Yeah. But the Outer Worlds is a fun game so far. I'm liking some of the characters. Pravati is probably my favorite. Although, it is Ashley Birch, so, she can do really no wrong. She's a great voice actress.
Well, let's talk about Outer Worlds next time.
All right.
Tune in for that. Huh?
Except we probably won't, though.
Oh, well, maybe we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time.
Swoosh.
Sloosh?
Or whoosh or whatever.
Is that your sound effect for the ends of videos in the new year?
Yeah, sure.
Sloosh?
Yeah, swoosh.
2020 to year of sloosh.